The Panasonic G7 has been around 7 years now, all the way back in 2015. But is it still a good camera to purchase today in 2022? This camera can shoot 4K up to 30 frames a second at 8-bit 420, but what that really means is that you're not going to be getting a lot of room to color grade in post. But the Panasonic cameras are really notorious to know for having really great natural profiles coming into this camera. For me personally, I use the natural profile on the Panasonic G7 and it is at -2, -5, 0, and -1. And if you do want to learn how to color grade, what I used to do in the past on the Panasonic G7 is on Cinelike D, I would shoot at -1, -5, 0, and -1 on the color profile. Now here's a couple test shots being outside during sunrise. What I really loved about this is the shots were super vibrant and the dynamic range was still pretty decent for a camera that is 7 years old. Natural looks something like this and it's honestly a really clean image, but if you do a just slight little color grade, again, you can't really push the colors too much on this camera since it is in 8-bit 420, but you still have just a little bit room. And then on Cinelike D, you do get a little bit more room because it is a flatter color profile. Again, you can't really push the colors too much and try to really fine tune your color grade, but you do get a really clean image of it. My biggest con on this is that there is no camera stabilization. That isn't really a big con, but it is a limitation. Your footage tends to be a little bit shakier if you don't know what you're doing, so it's just a little bit of a learning curve. Anyways, if you want to see a video where I compare this camera to a $1,000 Panasonic G9, check that video out right now as it is on the screen, and until next week, peace.